the Boston Globe, and UMass Boston present Media Matters, a day of classes in writing and media for high school and middle school students held right on the campus of UMass Boston.
We want to get high school teachers and students excited about writing, about journalism, creative writing, and we think it's a great opportunity to put them all together in one place and have fabulous workshops for them.
I learned so much at this conference.
My first class really gave me a feeling of what journalism will be like.
Well, what I really enjoyed was going to the class that taught me how to prepare myself for essays in college.
We want to put writing and journalism and media into a context so students understand how important these skills are for them and how these skills can get them to a future goal.
There's a girl in the corner crying because she got cut. Now what am I going to do? And you got a human interest story, a story about how somebody deals with a gigantic disappointment at the age of 16.
We think that young people are understanding media is important, whether it be through their Facebook, whether it be through blogs, whether it be through newspapers, and we want to expose them to different ways to express themselves as well.
It's kind of like hip-hop without a beat, but it still has the same energy, the same angst, and the same drive.
My kids who are 9th, 10th, and 11th graders in an advanced English course really probably have never had hip-hop being taught from an academic perspective.
Sports reflects life, so there's a lot of lessons from sports.
So perfect that the NFL let 4 networks air the game at the same time.
Man's a pro.
But sports is also a lot of fun, and it's something kids can relate to, so they don't feel intimidated by the subject. They just want to write about something they're comfortable with.
I learned that you have to be clear, concise, to the point. You don't want it to be long. You just want to make it short and simple because it's supposed to be conversational.
Kids were really taken aback and impressed by the titles of the people that were speaking to them today. They maybe are not so used to seeing people that come from local universities and news stations and the Boston Globe.
There's nothing better than being in a classroom situation where the instructor loves the work that they do.
I liked talking to the professors and hearing their real life stories and real life knowledge.
One of the most important things when you're entering into college is how you're prepared. A serious prerequisite for success is your ability to write.
Everything you do ultimately ends up written, and the ability to express yourself on paper leads to so many avenues. And today, with the proliferation of opportunities online, these students are probably reading and writing more than they ever did before, and we just want to direct that skill and direct that craft.
That's the headline. The kicker is the last line of the story.
It absolutely helps them do writing because you make them write under deadline pressure. Once you start writing and you get more and more comfortable expressing your thoughts on paper using sports, it transfers immediately over writing for your school papers and your essays and preparing you for the college environment.
When they can see that they can write in one field or in one genre, it may inspire them to say, I can take on something else.
Writing for media, it really does help you write for anything because it'll open your minds more.
To see the media that they're used to being presented in an academic context, I think really helps them understand that even the things that are on their iPods are poetry.
It really helped my writing in every single one of my classes.
We worked on writing leads for a newspaper, and we're working on that in class. For any essay that they're writing, any piece of writing, they need to get a catchy lead.
Teachers are always looking for that hook, that kind of engaging activity that makes students want to come to school and sit in class and learn. This is exactly what that was.
For a lot of them, this is a first trip here in a campus with a direct purpose. I think for a lot of them it's an eye-opener, it's a whole new experience. It's not your classic college tour where you meet some junior who takes you around and tells you all the statistics.
Well, I think that's why Media Matters is such a different kind of program for a student.
It definitely gave me a feeling of what college will be like.
When you have a real experience that has the duration of a college class being produced and taught at the intensity of a college class, that's a difference maker.
It was very unusual to be here with such a high level of education in front of me, but They all made me feel very comfortable here.
I thought it was a great experience. The last thing that I did, he really interested me in going to school for journalism.
They have these experiences and exercises they do in the classroom, but when they come here and they see where they can actually, it can be applied, where they can see, well, my writing can be exposed to, a whole college campus. I can be exposed to a world.
You're able to be in an environment where people have high aspirations, and all of a sudden students start to realize that, wow, college is something that I bet I could really get into and I could really enjoy.
Black youth get like stereotyped, like, oh, they're always in the streets, or like they don't want to go to school. But this programs like help them like really think like, oh, I could be a writer. I could do this, and like it helps me a lot because I know I have like a lot of options.
I definitely feel more confident because I knew I was going to go to college.
I think the opportunity for a high school student to go to a college campus and see that, in reality, the game is going to be stepped up. If I want to be successful and I want to thrive in this environment, this is what it's going to take.
We hope the teens will leave here excited about expressing themselves and thinking about their future.
There was nothing like this in my high school, and I'm so happy that my teachers were able to bring me here.
I thank you guys. I thank you very much.